Hello and welcome back. So, as you can see, I put a bonnet on and a bull bar because I'm sick of these heads. They keep doing things and I just don't know what they're doing. So, lifted those rocker studs and I rang a mate that's got a bit of a, likes to build stuff, like race cars. And he said, bring the heads up. I'll deck them, I'll deck the posts, and we'll put screw and studs. So, guess what we did? I'll show you. So, I went up, and we decked the bosses down, because you have to allow an extra 10 mil for us Aussies, or whatever that is, an Imperial, less than half an inch. To allow for the rocker to still have clearance above this. So there we are, we put in all the rocker studs. So as you can tell, it's been in, but as you can also tell, it's now apart. So we have a couple of things going on here. One, the damper spring inside here could be binding and it makes it tick. Or two, the lifter, which is no longer in number 2 exhaust port, the lifters are different. So I ordered a set of comp racing lifters for a 350 Chev Gen 1, but for the 350 Chev Gen 1 Vortec, maybe they're slightly different. I'll show you. Hold on, give me a sec. Righto, so this is the original ones out of the engine, and as you can see, with the roller, horizontal with the table, pin through there, oiling port, and the distance between that is there. Now, with this one, roller is vertical, pin horizontal, oiling port there. Now, I'll line these up. Now the oiling ports are a slightly different height, but they're very close. But the big difference is this area in here. They're different. So I have a feeling we're not getting enough oil, thanks to my mate that builds stuff, that we're not getting the right oil to the top of the head. So I'm going to go through, put all the old lifters back in. I've emailed the guys I bought this off to see what the go is. And so let's get into pulling all those out again and putting the other ones back in. So we're just going to rip this off for the, I don't know how many times now I've done this, but I'm getting pretty good at setting hydraulic roller lifter, what do we call it, lash. They're pretty easy to do now. First, I don't know, 4, 5, 7 times might have been a bit different, but now do it with your eyes closed. So these tall rocker covers we had to put on to clear all this. Turns out they had a clearance issue with them too, so we had to fix that. Let's slip in there. Alright, let's put this down. Gonna undo all of these. Oh my god, who done them up? It's probably me. Right, so got all that out. I just went through, cleaned the china walls again. So I don't know how many times I've done that now. Now I've got a little bit of water in here, because I haven't drained all the water out of the block obviously, but just know when I drain my oil later there may be a small amount of water in there. Unless it's pure milk, don't have a leak. Just, you can see it. I'm going to put a different coolant in it anyway. I wasn't happy with using normal coolant because running down the drag strip they don't like that, because the glycol on the track makes it slippery, hard to clean if I was to have a leak. So I'll get some other stuff. some Penrite racing coolant. I don't know, it doesn't have glycol in it. So let's put the new rockers, new lifters in, put the dog bones back in, and the spider thingy, and the rest of it. Let's get done. These are our dog bones, and they go over the lifter to hold it nice and square so it doesn't roll. And they does that. It's pretty much exactly what it says it is. It looks like a dog bone. Now, this one is the spider. The spider holds all the dog bones in. Good morning. Many days later. We may have hopefully got progress at last. We've had, I don't know, so many things that I've done that I've had to change. And I still don't know if it's going to work. So, I'll run you down with a few things I've had to fix and change and modify and all the rest of it. But I need to drink this first. I've had a lot of very late nights working on this, hence why there's a gap. And the lighting in here, well, I don't have any. I run off the lights on the side of the caravan, or this one down here, which is yellow. And doesn't look good in the camera. So, yeah, let's have a look. So, I'm really efficient at removing rockers and setting up valve lash and everything right now. I think I've done it on these 15, 16 times. So, the springs used to have a dampener in them, but I had an issue. In the very bottom, underneath the valve seal, there's a bit of a chamfer, and that locates this spring. And in the casting, it's quite rough, but it's enough for the spring just to catch it and go tick. I have pulled this thing apart and put it back together 4 times. Try and find this tick. And then when I found it, I went, you gotta be goddamn kidding me. So, I've removed them all. They're in this lovely pile here now. Oh, and a magnet. But, yeah. Here, and this thing, the head-on valve removal tool, I bought the cheapest one I could, and it's now bent. I basically nearly had to clamp it around here on the spring for the last couple because it was just struggling to exist anymore. Handle fell off early in the game, and oh, I did manage to break one. I don't know where it is. Oh, I think it's stuck on the magnet. No? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, this one. But looking at it, I think it might have had a bit of a... I'm not sure if it looks 100% fresh in the brake or what. Come on, focus. It's hard to tell. Anyways, this little magnet. Well, this little magnet saved my life last night. I put the distributor on, and that's my ground for the distributor right there. I went to lift it up, and didn't have the rocker cover on, and the washer went from there, fell straight down to the oil galley. I'll show you on the other side, see I got it off. oil galley, that one there. So I went from there, in there, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I'd pull this intake manifold off again. But I didn't. So I've nearly gone through a full tube of RTV, the amount of times I've had to take that on and off. But today, fingers crossed, we've got this sucker at last. Oh, and the other one I had to fix. I'm not sure whether it's the head or the exhaust manifold. Pretty sure it's the manifold. You see all my orange and my copper gasket maker there? Yeah, this one here just happens to leak badly, so I've fixed him up while we're going. Yeah. Well, so today is rocker covers on, leads back on, set the timing, and hopefully it runs for more than 2 minutes without me going, I want to burn this thing to the ground. Because that's the way I've been lately. Just over it. But joy's working on cars. It's fun. Alright. Let's get rocker covers on, leads on. Then I've actually got to go for breakfast with my family. And then I'll come back and I'll fire this up around lunch, because I need to wait about that long for that gasket to seal properly anyway, set properly. Oh, also bled the brakes properly at last. I did use a vacuum bleeder on it in the end, because my little one-man brake bleeder my one-man brake bleeder broke. Woofda. She's a little low. Glad we stopped there. Clutches bled, brakes bled. Tongue-tied to the max today. Blake's a bread. Oh, here we go. It's going to be one of those days. They're bled. That's what I'm saying. So, alright. I'm going to tinker until I got to go out for brekkie, and then I'll come back and finish it. So hopefully, I get the firing order right with these leads. And it should be 18647532. No. 18436572. So that's why I rely on my pocket computer to tell me everything, because my memory of remembering 18436572 is hopeless. So let's see if I can get the leads in the right orientation, just for something different. Now, these have been on so many times, and I've done it right and wrong so many times. This one does not line up with that one. There, zip ties. 1, and I've still got a 1. So I'm going to put the Dizzy on, pointing towards 1. We've got 1 right. Look at us go. And this one should be 3. And that still says 3, and 3 should be 1843. That one. Okay, 5. I got 5 hands. 3, 6, 5. Oh, that's going to be way over there. That leads like hanging on for dear life. There's 3, 6, 5. Man, that's way over there. Right, okay. I bet you this one goes over here. It does. Really got these tall headers are giving me curry. Click. That's what we need to hear. Click. 2, 2, and this one here over here should be 2. That's sort of 2. I'm going to pull all these off because they look ugly and make it look like I don't know what I'm doing. Which, of course, I don't know what I'm doing, but at least it looks like it. It might look better than green tape. Click. 4. 184. That should be that one over there. Now, 66666 1846. No, it's not that goes. 18436. There we go, 18436. And then lucky last is 8. Now, this has been like this since I got it. It used to be here, and the filter has a 1-inch dip in it, and it ducks down and used to rub on that. Oh, that wasn't put on. That would have made it not good. So I'm guessing that was the solution. How am I meant to even, like, I can't even get there. Maybe I need to swap 6 and 8 over. Fluid check. Yeah, it's full. Alright, so, and then my newest addition. A nice little full flow air filter, which no longer has a drop in it. Oh no. There we go. I've lost the washer off this too, so I don't know where that went. Alright, so anything I've got left to do from here is put my coolant in once I know it's running. Because I ain't doing that beforehand. And see, pretty much the only place to drive it is down drag strip. I bought this stuff. Race coolant. So it doesn't have the glycol stuff in it, so if it actually spills on the track, it's not too bad to clean up. It's like, if you drop coolant on a track, you're talking an hour plus to clean it up. Hopefully it's only a 10-minute cleanup, because it's technically water with an additive, not a glycol based stuff that's slippery as. Alright, so I'll chuck some more brake fluid in before I forget, and then I'll go out for my brekkie. I think that's it for today, for now. And fingers crossed we got this beat at last. Now, the only other thing I had an issue with during all this was, I'll bring you in. Somewhere while I had the radiator out, my ground's bad now. So I've had to run a temporary ground, straight to the battery, of course. So, I don't know what I did. All my prettied up wiring, I've got a loose wire here now and it's doing my head in. But it's not doing my head in enough to fix it yet. I need to fix this first. Once this is fixed, then I can work on other junk. Alrighty, so I really want to start this, tune it and drive it to brekkie, but I need to wait for that gasket goo. Alright, back shortly. Righto. Oh, let's fix you up. Because, you know, it's... Yeah, okay. Do we try the inevitable? And do a lot of these? Because I need it to run. I really do need it to run. And that's... So the timing's going to be wrong. I don't have any fluid in here. I'll hook up the timing light so it's ready to go. Fuel pump's priming. Shouldn't have any fuel leaks. Nah. They're saying the timing's off horrendously. There's no backfires. Probably got flooded it now. Take 35. Whoa! I say we're 180 out. That was a wicked backfire though. Woohoo! Wow. That's a way to give yourself a heart starter. I don't know how I'm 180 out because it was compression, like the that was a good backfire. Bet you that frightened some neighbours. Frightened me. Alright, let's have a play. Alright, so phoned a friend and he said take some timing out of it. That was a backfire again. Maybe I have got a 180 out, but it was on the compression stroke, pointing at number 1. Maybe I'll just pull that out and pull that number 1 plug and wind her over a few times and make sure I do have it right. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll make sure the key's off. Oh, it is off because the fuel pump would be running. Yeah, key's off. Right, let's do that because number 1's not too hard to get out. Okay, I'm going to pause you. I'll come back to you in a minute. Righto. I'm at a loss. So I was just sitting on the couch because I was overwhelmed with this whole thing not working still. I went, it goes clockwise, and I put the leads on counterclockwise. That's what I did. Explains the backfire. Do we just have another go? I don't know what I've done with me, oh, there's a fuse for the fuel pump. So I'll put the rocker cover back on. I don't know how many times I've done that now. But we'll chuck him back on. And have a quick look and hit the key. going to make sure I don't have anything obstructing anywhere on the valve train. Because last time we had a bit of rubbing on the inside of this one. I just want to make sure it's good. Oh, it's running. I forgot that when I had the intake off, the water out of the back port poured into the oil, and all the oil went milky, so I've just drained the oil, put new oil in it. Listen to that. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm just waiting for it to get to temperature. Fan will kick in and I'll add some more of this lovely coolant, and once we've done that, I'll chuck the air filter on, shut the lid, and we'll test the next thing that could be wrong. But at the moment, that sounds pretty good. Half-hour trip or something, might put a couple of bucks of fuel in it and see what it does. So what I have available are these SupaTroopsta shirts with Aussie Doug on the front. If you'd like one, I will have a pinned comment with a link to my Instagram and Facebook pages. Shoot me a message on there. Hit that notification bell. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon.